voices.
Hello.
Well,
Busy getting stuff tweeted out here, so
exactly. We're on our way. We just visited the memorial to monument to the woman that was the first person hit by an asteroid.
the first
meteorite.
known.
First known. It was very interesting, nice little town. I can't say the name, Salacuga or Siliquaga. Check out our short that we posted up to the channel, and you'll hear it. You'll see a lot more, and you'll see more about it. So, okay, sporty car guy. Of course, the dude with the ladder did pull out very slowly, people.
What is that smell?
One of these, that truck back there, or one of these trucks up here. I also remember we got the frost blowing up there on the thing instead of air through the car. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're probably going to have to keep that cool and periodically keep us cool. You know what I mean? So if your feet are cold, you're okay. I guess because it's like my head. I'm on my head cold. In Alabama still, near Auburn, Alabama actually, so for some of our Auburn fans out there. It's pretty big, maybe familiar to you. Not to us, but hey. Oh, then with Auburn, that's another stadium we were close by. Or could have been in the area to go to visit. See, Eddie's. There's like 6 or 7 already. Dang it.
Something got that was weird. I don't think I can edit it.
That's
It says Detour with the Dadmans about and I must have added. It must have. I don't know. Somehow that got on the title.
That's
Oh well.
okay.
And
That's
I'm
okay.
friggin' ready to go. I don't think it lets you edit it until it's done.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Alright. Well, hey, we're just cruising on along, headed on along. We'll make one more stop in Andersonville briefly to get some information, look at it, take a few pictures, look at it. You know?
Well, it's got the POW Museum and very tragic history, but it is part of the history, so.
Yeah. Just don't play just see the museum parks coming. You'll look at the National POW Museum Park for a bit and continue. We got about like 2.5 hours on this part of the journey. And I think probably another 3.5 hours or so home. So it's going to be a long day of driving. So, but hey, we got 2 lights and somebody watching with us. So hey, that's all.
Please report it ahead.
Yeah, let's make sure. Because you know what? Alabama has been very proactive on their police presence.
Yes, they have been.
Is it 55 or 65? That's a scary thing.
Must be 65. No, he's not there anymore. We just
That is that guy right in the car right up there. The one in the black minivan.
no, that's another
everybody out there with us. Thank you for hitting the like button and 2 likes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. for being here.
You're welcome.
Ready? Been an amazing co-pilot this trip, I will tell you. Our navigator, map reader, weather reader, all that. Oh man, just a little bit more.
One more day, and I can nap whenever I want.
Your efforts and the effort to keep us on the road and moving forward have been invaluable.
Oh, thank you. I think when I get home, I'm going to start working in my room, which is a closed-in garage.
Well, by the way, guess what? We've been on the road for 141 hours and 11 minutes.
Wow. So we should hit 150. Because that's what, 9? I don't know.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close.
It's been 5,587 miles.
So if people ever get in the chat, if we ever see anybody, we'll ask. We'll make a historical marker. Fort something.
You can have a lot of frontier type forts down here too.
Oh, stunning. Hello. Okay, what's your guess? How many driving hours do you think we will, when we get home? Now, what do you think it will be? Right now we're at 141 driving hours. And we should get home sometime this evening. 69 hours. I don't think that's going to happen. How are you feeling today? Well, we went to Hooters for dinner last night, and we had these tater tot appetizer that had cheese and onions on it.
Yeah.
I know you don't like onions, but it had, and then it had sour cream on the side, and then we had some chicken wings. I'll tell you, it was good.
Horseshoe Bend National Military Park.
Huh?
Whatever the hell that is.
I wonder how far that is away.
Well, let's find out.
Because I wonder if that's one of my parks.
Because it said National Military Park.
No, where's the...
Just let me get around where I can make a legal U-turn without being...
Well, let me do this. Yes, you go ahead and do that. 1 second, Stunning, and I'll look at what your chat said.
With us and 3 likes, so hey, thanks.
Let's go to maps. Let's go to maps. Horseshoe Bend.
Yeah. What got my attention is it's called the National Military Park, so...
Horseshoe Bend.
Big drops there.
National Military Park. Where is it? It's not that far away.
Really?
12 miles, 12 minutes by car.
Okay, well, what is Horseshoe Bend? I'm guessing it's similar. But it could also be something else.
So you're going to turn at 49. Let's see if it's in my book.
See, Stunning, you show up and
Fun
we
stuff.
already go off the rails.
And we're in what, Alabama?
Yeah.
Horseshoe Bend. Yes, it is one. Cool. I'll get another stamp.
Hey, that makes up for the one you
Hopefully
did
they're
get.
open. What time is it? Oh, yeah, let me go to show.
Unless they're closed on Wednesdays.
Yeah. We're closed on
We
Wednesdays.
get a little cynical sometimes, but hey, all right, let's see over here.
Oh, wait, let me get a picture.
All right, guys. Oh, it's a Revolutionary War. Oh, no,
Oh.
War of 1812.
Oh, wow. Where is it?
no. Where'd the Power of the Creek Confederacy? Oh, looks like
Okay.
We'll find
I don't
out
know what
soon.
it is.
What name? All right. So, hey.
Okay. He's still sick. And I miss Hooters. They got rid of ours. I don't mind going. I like going there. I like their food. But I think they have made their shorts. Is that a police car? Be careful. They have made their shorts much shorter. And it was really weird because I was literally, besides the waitresses, the only female in there.
I've always been proud of you. You've always been.
Well, it's good. It's good food. We went there on our honeymoon. It's good food.
Exactly.
We are on Horseshoe Bend Road. And in 2.4 miles, we'll take a right.
Okay. Hopefully there's no Wimpy Jones Road this time.
I'm hoping this is the right directions. Hopefully it'll be marked. Since that was marked pretty good.
Yeah. We have no idea what we're walking into this time. This is completely a true detour.
Stunning, I'm going to be back and forth in the chat for a little bit just to make sure we don't miss this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we get there, you can be told that we really took a detour to a new park. Odds are, obviously, we're not planning on staying very long.
I'm just going to go get a stamp.
Oh, we can at least look at a little bit.
You can go in with Stunning. Stunning will take you to this thing.
I wonder if it's, looks like it might be with the Indian person. The way it sounds right there. So.
And it said battlefield, right?
National Military Park.
Military park, so it could be a little bit of who knows what. I guess I could look it up and
Make sure y'all hit that like button. We got 4 people here. Yay! Thanks for lurking, and people are lurking.
see if anyone.
This is a true detour thing. Oh gosh.
This is what we like doing.
Yeah.
We're thinking maybe of going up the East Coast in October. It won't be nearly as long, but to see the leaves change, see some parks.
Again, this is one of these things that, because it's an opportunity to do it.
Yes. Beautiful little country. We got about half a mile. The speed limit is 45, I believe.
Fred's Catholic Shop.
The
Gas
true
station.
signal town.
At least they have gas. The Hunt Brothers Pizza. You're going to find a lot of these southern small towns here, like Florida, Alabama, Georgia. The Hunt Brothers Pizza are in all the gas stations.
You know, is that what we had that one time? We had that slice of pizza.
No, I think it was a different.
Those were good.
That was good. That was
475 feet it says. So we need to start paying attention, and it's on the right.
Okay.
They say, well, let me get my camera so I can take a picture of the entrance, because those are the stupid ass things I do. I hope we didn't miss it.
I don't see how we would have missed it.
Where is it? It's not here. I cannot friggin' believe it.
There's no way we would have missed it.
Where is it? We're now on Horseshoe Bend.
I did not
We
see,
went exactly where the arrow said to go.
unless they moved their entrance.
Well, let's go look. guess I quit driving. Let me search. Pull into the here. Yeah, just pull into here. Let's look. Okay, we are going to look, guys. We are going to go to...
Ugh. I think it's further down. That's the problem.
Okay, maybe it is. So what's the name of the park again?
Horseshoe Bend National Military Park.
Horseshoe Bend National Military Park. Okay, well, we'll get the directions here. From Birmingham, going to Highway 49. We were on Highway 49. Turn north onto Highway 49. Is the sign?
I don't know. I have no clue, but we followed the sign.
And travel. Well, let's ask them what they know.
Well, what about the GPS though?
It doesn't give a GPS thing. It doesn't even give
How far off
coordinates. It just doesn't give coordinates.
Well, let's go a little bit further.
Why don't
and
you
then
go?
we'll turn around.
Okay, see, I would go ask. You're such a man. It looks like a nice facility if we can find it.
That's why I said the question is how far off.
It says, I read exactly what it said. I can read no more. It's on 11288 Horse Bend Road. Okay, so let's put those coordinates in the car. What did I say? 11288?
I think so. Yeah, because we're on Horseshoe Bend.
Let me make sure. Let me check it again. 11288. Okay, let's people's having issues.
At least we have not gotten off the main road.
Let's go to.
Since we're getting off the beaten path, we have to come back. Hopefully this is something that can make up for what we missed at Pea Ridge, you know?
Oh, it sounds like it should be cool. Well, Sterling, we know you've been doing your Legos, which that has been a really cool build. What that you did, the line drawing of, or the sketch of? Yes, I know that before anyone says anything, yes, I know it's lagging. We are in country. Lucky to have anything.
Absolutely. Okay, we're in the 7,000s at least, so we seem to be moving up to the...
I think this is fun. I'm sorry it's going to add time.
That's okay. It's fine. That's what we do. This is what we do here.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was so out here.
It didn't look that far off from something you saw earlier, but...
Right.
But you know what, honestly, you know, this is why a detour. This is what it is. Maybe we'll make a shorter video. This truly was a detour with us.
Yes.
We never knew about this. We decided we've done that a lot as a family.
And I'll get a stamp. Yay!
Pick up financing at the Ridge one.
We'll probably go back to Pea Ridge, get around there somehow.
I don't know how, but that's in the middle of that armpit, Arkansas. That beautiful part of Arkansas, that.
Well, then how can it be the armpit if it's the beautiful
Well, when
part
you
of
saw some of the
Arkansas?
stuff on Whitney Jones Road, that kind of scared us. Hey, y'all tweet it out and tell everybody, we're on the road again. Voyage Home, Part 1. Hey, now there's a brown sign. Oh, it's Camp Area. Well, deal. Camp Asca. Okay. We're on 49 North. No, Cali folks, we got a wedding thing back there.
Oh, how sweet.
Move,
No.
moving period of that.
No. What?
We got 3 great people with us watching. Hey!
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, share it out. Let everybody know we're live taking a detour. Oh man, we got a 4-line. Hey, thanks folks. We are really going off-roading here in somewhere Alabama. Something we did not actually plan on. Because we're roads, we were about talking missus.
Yes.
Ever
Yes,
since
we
that
do.
day the missus challenged my manhood in Kentucky. A rental car and 4-wheel drive. I
Well,
never
yeah.
stopped. So hopefully we find a place here. We got 4 people here now. We're on Alabama 49 North, headed towards Horseshoe Bend National Military Park. Never heard of this, but oh, here's a sign.
Shoot. Crap, stop. Just stop.
Okay, it's okay. I'll back up.
Stop. Okay, go back a little bit.
Good.
I guess. Yes. Nice sign.
Alright. Hey. Well, we're having fun now in the chat. Hey, welcome everybody.
Hey, Whoop Troopa, what's up, homies? He says, where are we eating next? I'm not sure, but hey, we're on an adventure. We saw a sign on the main road we were driving on about this Horseshoe Bend Military Park. It's a national military park. And so I collect the stamps and stickers and stuff. And so we're on an adventure to find it. So we just saw the sign, so we are probably now in the park. And where are we eating next? We're not sure. Lunch somewhere, and hopefully it's good.
We'll be on the, I don't know if we'll sit still or if we'll get the drive-thru and keep going.
Because we've got this now.
Yeah.
This is adding like an hour.
But it's a Harold Banks canoe trail.
Oh, that's kind of cool. A little river.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a little river. It's a big river that you can canoe on, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, it is adventure time. We like doing stuff like this.
Yeah, when I saw the words National Military Park, I got excited. I know that this is collecting the stamps and stuff at the national parks that we've been doing this trip because, and we lost out on Pea Ridge because of we didn't think really we were very clear of park hours, but oh my gosh, folks, that is a nice facility.
It is a nice facility.
It is really, really, really cool to see this happen. This is, I don't know, something I probably would have never come to. That we not just send a random road sign. 9 to 4. Folks, one thing you always need to do is make sure 9 to 4:30. Always check and call because it looks like they've changed it from 8 to 9. You can see it changing it.
Oh, I never saw the time. I didn't tell you what it was.
Well, but they've been changing some of these parks into some weird hours. You usually think 8 to 5. Most big parks are 8 to 5. But we've been seeing cases of this at 9:30 or 9 instead of 8. So, hey, Mrs. Are you excited?
I'm excited. Woohoo!
Yes, all right. We got 4 great people watching us right now.
Whoops, I turned my phone off. I'm such a goob.
We are somewhere in Alabama. We really don't quite know where, but
We're in where we don't get much signal.
all right. Well, we're going to see how long we can go with this. Hopefully it lasts. We're going to walk live in with everybody.
I would.
All righty. Well, I'll wait
Here,
for
hold
you.
that.
Okay. Do you want me to chat monitor or do you want
I want to make sure I have my book.
Actually, Whoopa said, how does someone have a canoe trail? Any trail would not be very optimal to bring a canoe to unless it's flooded. I don't know. It's Alabama though, Whoopa. So
Maybe Dadman will get a T-shirt here.
oh, you know, I could actually do that. Make up for the one I missed out on. But let's go figure out what happened. Let's see what this park is like. All right.
Hopefully I won't do a face reveal today.
All right. No. We are a lot less hot than we were yesterday, though.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. Let the adventure begin.
Okay.
One.
Here is. Yes, it was a shoe reveal.
Yes. Yes.
And these are not the shoes I normally wear. I despise these shoes. Here is the visitor park, visitor center. Very nice.
Absolutely.
Very nicely done.
And you can tell already a difference with the cannon compared
Yeah.
to all the
Let's
Civil
go
War.
look at it.
The Civil War cannon that we've seen were much bigger, larger, had a lot more hitting power. Mechanics were still the same. A lot of the Revolutionary War cannons, some were called grasshoppers, where you basically took the barrel
Walk down
off,
so I can have an arm.
and you just move the cannon and then reestablish it. So
There is reflection. So here we go.
you have smaller muzzle, smaller cannonballs.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
Definitely, and they would hop. You could move them from place to place, moving them very quickly. All right.
Oh, very. Oh, a nice little museum. Did you want to walk through?
Yeah, I'll walk through while you do the book. All right. Do you want your phone or do you want me to? All right. So anyway.
Yes, the question.
Let's see.
Right here.
Oh. I don't know how you tell the difference between male and female cannon. Whoopa? Good question, though. Yeah. So, there we go. Quotes. So, folks, we're completely off guard today. We have never been here. But Tiss, yeah, exactly. So this is new for us here. So let's see where Horseshoe Bend is. Oh, howdy, Snortopoopas. Good to see you today. We are in a completely different adventure out here. We are at Horseshoe Bend National Military Park in Alabama that we just stumbled upon a sign. So, and this is, it looks like it was a U.S. and Indian Wars and talking about the treaties, Final Failed Treaty. So yes, we're looking And that is replica of the uniforms at the time. Let's see, we got different types of weapons. You see how the mini balls are a lot smaller than they were in the Civil War. You got different cannonballs, completely different type of artillery at that point. The first one top left is a 6-pound cannonball. The one next to it is a 3-pound cannonball. Let's see, number 3, those two, that's a grape shot. Of course, the musket balls, how small, back to muskets versus, at the time were much less powerful than they eventually became. Projectile points. Never heard of that word before, but hey. So, I'm just coming through here, looking through the shop. Don't really have a lot of time to hit this very well and fully, but just came off an adventure off the road, saw the sign. I have to look at this more detail when we get home. This is where Andrew Jackson, Major General, was in command. We did see a sign for Fort Williams back up the road. And we'll have to look at this a little bit more as we get home. But the sign reads, March 24th, U.S. forces under Major General Andrew Jackson left Fort Williams and began the 52-mile march to Topeka. Jackson had 3,300 men, including Tennessee militia, the 39th U.S. Infantry, Cherokee Warriors, and Allied Creek Warriors. And then approximately 1,000 Red Stick Warriors waited behind a barricade for them. So we'll have to look into this a little bit more. It's a memorial here, a national park site that we come to take a look at while we are here. Okay, so it is part of the Creek War, okay? 1813-14, it's something I have not studied personally. So this really is all new to me. At this point, we're just trying to share what we see. Yeah. And all the events that happen. So. Right, so, and hey, but yeah, that's, hey, it's kind of interesting how every time it seems like when you talk about Andrew Jackson keeps coming up somewhere somehow. So it's got information on the Creek life. Yeah. Hey, did you get everything you needed?
I need to buy a stamp, but I want you to look at the t-shirt and see if you want
Okay,
it.
well, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of showing the stuff. I don't know a lot with this, as with the Creek Wars, and
Oh, wow.
so I'm just, hey, we got 5 people with us now. Hey, thank you for coming.
This the purpose is here.
Yes, our Poopas did come in, and folks, this is really, Jackson did some good things and some very horrible things, and we look at back in history and see how much, a lot of bad that had happened. But yeah, this is truly one of the detours with the Dadmans, and that this is a completely unplanned stop.
Yes.
So, okay, which way do you want to go?
Well, have you seen everything?
Oh, hey, Squeaka.
Hey, Squeak.
Good to see you. Yes. All right.
Have you shown everything?
No, I started over there, but you do it.
You want to do this here?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay, so you want to go look, their stuff is
Yeah.
there. There's a passport thing on the table there
Okay.
that I want to buy.
All right. Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay. So I'm not sure what he's talked about, so we'll just kind of show some of the stuff. The Muskogee, spoken language of the Creek Nation. I don't know if he showed you sorry if I'm repeating. Thank you all for the likes. Dugout canoe. Wow, Wow, that they hollowed out a log. How cool is that? A lot of the traditions stay, are still part of the Creek life today. They have a green corn ceremony or postgative. It's a multi-day ceremony that celebrates the corn harvest in a new year. Not just for celebration, but an occasion for renewal and forgiveness. You're fine. You're not in there. Or a little bit of you was.
Well, which sticker was it?
It was the book thing. I set it on the table. It was a big sheet of stickers.
Okay, I'll pay for it.
2014 stickers. The similars on the left is that they have the same, they seem to use new materials for old ceremonies. The contemporary stop dancers looked like this pictured above. I don't see the picture above. They wear leg rattles. In 21st century, they are crafted from metal soup cans filled with rocks, compared to the rattles that were a set of traditional rattles made by turtle shells. Oh, here. So these were attached to their legs to make the rattles. But when obviously there were no soup cans, they did this. They tied these turtle shells to their legs to make the rattles. So they're using contemporary materials. That's very interesting. That they modernize, I guess, in a sense, even the traditional stuff. So that's what those are. Those are rattles that they would attach to their legs. Nice little museum here. So, as we know, the Indian nations, they're sovereign nations inside our nation. They have their own governments, laws. And as they say, tribal citizens hold dual citizenship in the United States and their tribe. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. And here is another quote, another poem from a Creek. Joy Harjo. I ask forgiveness if I pronounced the name incorrectly. Well, I think we have seen everything.
I went hat at this time.
Damn, got a hat. Cool. I saw the hats.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the very neat little that we had found here in Alabama.
Daviston, Alabama.
I showed the canoe.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not told the Revolutionary War, so a lot of this is new for us. So.
Yes. So very, very. What do you want me to
Well,
know?
actually, it's the Creek Wars, but
Right.
you know.
What did you want me to show?
I was going to show you back over here with this thing.
This right here?
Yeah, exactly. It shows you a little bit of this.
The history?
Yeah.
It's a battle in 1813-14, one of the last major engagement of the Creek War between the Red Stick Creek warriors and the U.S. troops and their Indian allies. Creek people from 6 towns took refuge here during the war, known as Red Stick Creeks. They constructed a defensive barricade across the peninsula. On March 27, 1814, United States forces, including their Creek and Cherokee allies, attacked. Never before or since in U.S. history have so many American Indians lost their lives in a single battle. The war had significant consequences for the Creek Nation, the Cherokee Nation, and the U.S. that are still evident today. Since the 1950s, this park, Horseshoe Bend National Military Park, has been protected by the National Park Services and memorialized in partnership with the Muskogee Creek Nation in Oklahoma, the Porch Band of Creek Indians in Alabama, and other affiliated tribal governments. So here is, we did the audio tour.
There's a Red Stick battle line, the barricade that they referenced there. Sits along the rivers, so. And we are right right here. So if we do the driving tour, we can go take a look on that real quick. So 2.8 mile nature trail, but yeah, it's only 5 points, you know.
Yeah.
So it's the
Since we have a
island,
very bad connection.
barricade.
So if it's,
yeah, the village. Yeah, so all right, well, why don't we go?
did you go? Yeah, you got my thing. Okay. I probably did not. Oh, here. It's kind of hard to see with the glare.
It's called the Perpetual Blessing Blanket.
Let's see if we can get a better view this way. I think we might get a little less glare this way. A little less. This blanket was presented by a delegation from the Muskogee Creek Nation. I love Horseshoe Bend. Muskogee Creek Nation is still alive and well, and that they support the efforts of this national park right here. And they say that this, they describe the blanket's perpetual blessing design as evoking elements of Creek creation story. All these things that I am saying, I'm reading off of the placards that are around here. If I stumble on my reading, I apologize. Yeah. And they have a quote: "In a time after our ancestors emerged from the earth, a dense fog covered the land. The people cried out to the one above, longing for an everlasting view of creation. Hearing their prayers, the one above granted them mercy. He sent a wind that blew from the east, dismissing the fog, blessing the people with a perpetual view of the beauty that is creation."
And to our right, they passed a tribal resolution. The Muskogee, the Creek National Council enacted the tribal during the 200th anniversary of the Battle of Horseshoe Bend.
That's really very, very interesting.
I don't know if you're going to focus on you don't have to read the whole thing, but it was enacted on the 22nd day of
Not
March.
really. There's a
2015.
lot of glare.
Yeah.
Trying to get the glare out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you put our name in the visitor book?
I can do that real quick. So, yeah, you carry that.
I'm going to walk out here so we can look out here. Ooh, sunlight. Owie. Very, very bright. Just beautiful here. Very, very quiet and serene. once again, you see just the peacefulness here, and to realize that what happened here was so tragic. In any battlefield, Um,
Turn the lights on. Yes, Lord Lucas, yeah. We came out into the light. Yeah, listen, sorry. I can't write and talk at the same time, but anyway. All right, let's see. Let me go back. Last I said that Sora Poopas, I talked about Jackson did good things and did bad things. Well, absolutely, he's one of the, I know my oldest kid's least favorite presidents. Are we getting this far? Let me finish up with the chat real quick. Let's see. All right, so Squeaker comes in saying, whoa. Whoopa says, a detour from the detour. Well, that's why we're Detour the Dadmans. We just find a sign and we go that direction. Hi, it's the Squeak out there. Cylinders to the left.
I already talked about that.
Okay, you talked about that. Squeaker says hi back. Whoopa says hi, rip to the poor turtles. Yeah. History asthma according to Stunning. Or Poopa's people turn the lights on. Whoopa said, your war is always bad unless you're Liechtenstein. And Buddy Hepburn, good morning to you, buddy. Hey, we got 5 people here.
Awesome.
I think what we'll do, we'll jump in the car and we'll do the driving tour briefly.
Okey-dokey.
We will be.
This?
Yep, I will. We will be taking the path in from where Jackson's forces would have been coming in.
Whoopa says in 1856, Liechtenstein sent 80 people into war, and they came back with 80 soldiers into war, then came back with 81 soldiers.
That is an interesting fact. I have never heard that, but yeah, you're right. That would be.
I got a neat ruler. From them. Why? Because I like stuff like this.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank y'all for being with us. Thank you for attending. As Whoopa said, the detour from the detour. So who knows when we'll get home tonight, but I'm all for not going home. So we've got someone expecting us and other stuff to do.
Oh, gotta try to get this back in here. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, Whoopa said he thinks somebody snuck into Liechtenstein.
Okay.
So, and there's our AC belt. We will do. Alrighty. So we shall be off. We'll do the driving tour. We'll look at the spots and then get back on the main road then.
Yeah, so I think he said to call. He said to call numbers to get this, but I think we can probably just read them off of here too. They won't be as detailed, but.
Yep. Whoopa said Italian farmer.
Leave it to the Italians.
Yeah.
What about screaming for help? It is.
Yeah. Actually, at this point, there will be an oil change service when we get home. We have been on the road 141 hours, 34 minutes, and we have driven 5,600 miles.
We're 600 miles overdue.
Yep.
Okay, so off we go for the tour.
All right. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. We got 7 likes. Thank you, everybody that's here.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
hopefully we'll be able to see these spots.
At least from the way I've read the maps, I think we will be coming from the direction where Jackson's men and forces were coming down towards the creek position or the red stick position. So here we go. What I'll do is I'll see. I think we gotta come back. We gotta come back this way anyway. So what I'll do is take a look and show everybody the High Point trail there.
Okay, we're entering the commemorative area. Recreation activities.
Right.
No picnics.
Probably bike ride with that too. Beautiful country, beautiful land here. And again, we're driving down US whatever.
Looks like a nice day there. Yes, it's hot, but
Yes.
it's nice.
And we were just driving down the road.
Okay,
and we
here's
saw
tour
the
stop
sign.
1.
Do you want a picture of tour stop 1? You want to do pictures?
Want to do pictures?
Might as well. I mean, I'm
Okay,
happy.
well you go out. Well, you go out and do them while I read to you. How about that?
Okay, I'm just people want to take the photo.
Okay, I will.
No. I got you. I'm just trying to figure out
Pull
what
back
to
up
do.
so they can see the road. Creek.
Okay.
This is what we're
Thank
talking
you.
about.
Okay, yes.
Goodness gracious,
One day I'll
man.
quit arguing.
Goodness gracious, man. Why doesn't he listen to me?
Because I'm Dadman.
Because he's dead.
All right.
Okay, just get that, and then
So I'm going to
we'll get a picture of the creek, and then when we drive by, we'll get the sign on the
All
mail.
right.
Okay, we'll roll down the window so you can hear me. Okay, this is tour stop 1. So on March 27th, let me find out who this person is. Give me a second, I want to get names right. Because they say coffee, and I don't know who that is. Coffee ordered. But I don't see the full name of this person. Do you know who Coffee is, the entire name?
What's that?
They say right here, Coffee ordered. But I can't find a full name of who he is. Sorry guys, I just want to tell you,
John Coffey, Brigadier General John Coffey.
Okay.
Was under Jackson, but he also had he had 700 mounted infantry plus 600 Cherokee and Lower Creek allies.
Okay. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and read tour stop 1.
Okay, the island. On March 27, Coffee ordered 40 men of Lieutenant Jesse Bean's Tennessee militia company to occupy this 15-acre island. I think is what you see out over there.
Correct. And did you get a picture of that already?
Take another one just in case.
Okay.
I've got the creek.
Okay.
Their mission was to prevent red stick warriors seeking refuge there. Many Creeks did attempt to escape to the island, but were sunk by Lieutenant Bean's commandeered command ere they reached the bank. Okay. So basically, they sunk them before they.
Okay, then we'll go get that
Yep.
sign there. Well, then we'll go forward there.
Hey, thank y'all for joining us for this tour. That was a nice.
We are
visitor
actually
center.
learning as we go
Yes.
because we know nothing about this one.
Yes.
We've obviously never been to this park
And
before.
I'm not studying the creek boards either, so. It's,
Now they do say you can call and they would give you a longer thing about it.
but
I'm going to point this way.
okay, all right. But you can see how terrain also works in these battles, and of course, remember we've been looking at a lot of Civil War stuff, so the weapons were a lot different back in this. I mean, you truly are in the musket days, a different type of artillery, and you had bows and arrows, and just different weapons. All right, so we're off to number 2, the barricade.
Oops, let's turn this back up.
There is also a 2.8-mile hiking trail in this park.
Oh, it says if it makes you feel better, Jackson may have been suffering from dysentery. about this time. He seems to have had a lot of problems with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Tour stop 2. Let me take a picture so that when we look at our photos, we know what the heck we're looking at.
The missus came up with a strategy at Shiloh with taking a picture of this tour stop, and then
so we kind of
so we
know.
can organize our.
Okay, I'm not really quite sure. What's tour stop 2? The barricade. I think where those lines are, those white lines you guys see, is where the barricade was. I don't know if you can see them. Let's see how well you can see. Let me take a picture first. Take a wide shot. I'll take a closer shot.
And it says the log breastwork the Red Sticks built across the peninsula was, Jackson wrote, quote, 80 poles in length from 5 to 8 feet high of remarkable compactness and strength, end quote. It was, quote, prepared with double rows of portholes well formed and skillfully arranged, was of such a figure that an army could not approach it without being exposed to a crossfire.
They're kind of hard to see in the picture, but you can kind of see the area that's mowed. If kind of in the upper. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes it's. Can you kind of see it better? The white poles. Let me look. Let me wait and see what it looks like on camera. I can't really see it, so I'm. Yeah, you kind of see the mode there. You can kind of see the white. Sorry, I'm talking about the delay. I finally saw it on here. Yeah, that's where the barricade was.
So
Snortifer says, I have a friend who does Seminole War and Pioneer reenacting.
wow.
Yeah. So that's where the barricade was put.
Well, just before the battle, Jackson placed 2 small cannon here, a 3-pounder and a 6-pounder trained on the barricade. About 10:30 a.m., he opened a brisk fire upon its center, but although the balls which passed through killed several of the enemy, they were not dispersed, nor was any important damage done to the works. Finally, at 12:30 p.m., Jackson ordered a frontal attack of the Creek position. Go ahead and read this real quick, and I'll run up there.
Read number 2?
Yeah, that paragraph. Do you want me to take the phone?
About surging?
Yeah, do you want me to take the phone up there real quick?
When are you going to do a picture?
Well, I'll do a picture, but there's some signs up there.
Oh, okay, yes.
What we're looking at here.
Okay, yes. Let me get your camera. Yeah, go ahead and take pictures of everything.
Yeah, I'll be good back.
Okay. So, let's see. I'm just going to read the whole thing over again, just so that, since he's got a bit to walk. He said, the long breastwork the Red Sticks built across the peninsula Jackson wrote, 80 poles in length, from 5 to 8 feet high, of remarkable compactness and strength. It was prepared with double rows of portholes, well formed and skillfully arranged, and was of such a figure that an army could not approach it without being exposed to a crossfire. Just before the battle, Jackson placed 2 small cannon here, a 3-pounder and a 6-pounder, trained on the barricade. At about 10:30 a.m., he opened a brisk fire upon its center, but although the balls which passed through killed several of the enemy, they were not dispersed, nor was any important damage done to the works. That was a quote. Finally, at 12:30 p.m., Jackson ordered a frontal attack of the Creek position. Surging forward, his troops quickly overran the barricade and after vicious hand-to-hand fighting, drove the Red Sticks down the peninsula toward Coffey's mounted infantry and Indian allies. Quote, the event could no longer be in doubt, Jackson would later write. The enemy, although many of them fought to the last with the kind of bravery desperation inspires, were at last entirely routed and cut to pieces. The whole margin of the river which surrounded the peninsula was strewn with the slain. So that's what happened here. And it's probably, they were here. Let's see if I can point to it. I don't think I can. They were here and then they drove them and to the left. Because that's probably what Dadman is reading about. So, a little bit about the Battle of Horseshoe Bend. And this is all from the MPS brochure. So, in March 1814, General Jackson left Fort Strother to build a new fort, Fort Williams, farther south on the Coosa. Reinforced by Lower Creek and Cherokee allies and a regiment of U.S. infantry, Jackson's army marched out of Fort Williams, cutting a 52-mile trail through the forest in 3 days. On March 26th, the army made camp 6 miles north of Horseshoe Bend. In the morning, Jackson sent Brigadier General John Coffee and 700 mounted infantry, plus 600 Cherokee and Lower Creek allies, 3 miles downstream to cross the Tallapoosa. And excuse me if my pronunciations are incorrect. And surrounded the bend. He took the rest of the army, 2,000 men from the East and West Tennessee militia and the 39th U.S. Infantry into the peninsula. At 10:30 a.m., their artillery bombarded the Red Sticks log barricade for 2 hours without effect. That's where we're at right now. And then at noon, I think that will be our next stop. At noon, Coffee's Cherokees crossed the river and attacked the Red Sticks from the rear. Once aware of the attack, Jackson quickly ordered a frontal assault that poured over the barricade. Fighting raged over the peninsula's south end through the afternoon. By dark, at least 800 of the Chief Manawa's 1,000 Red Sticks were dead. Manawa was severely wounded but managed to escape. Jackson's losses were 49 killed and 154 wounded, many of them mortally. The Red Sticks suffered, I was just going to read this. The Red Sticks suffered defeat at Tohopica, but many refused to surrender and joined the Seminoles in Florida. In August 1814, a delegation of Creek chiefs surrendered to Jackson at Fort Jackson near today's Wetumpka, Alabama. In the Treaty of Fort Jackson, ending the conflict, Creek ceded 23 million acres, nearly half their ancestral territory, to the United States. The state of Alabama, created from this land, joined the Union in 1819. In 1828, partly for his fame from the battles of Horseshoe Bend and New Orleans, Andrew Jackson was elected President of the United States. 2 years later, he signed the Indian Removal Bill requiring Southeastern tribes to move west of the Mississippi to Indian Territory, Oklahoma, a journey the Cherokees called the Trail of Tears.
And what you mentioned up there, barricades, the artillery shell, the barricades, they're using damage. But Jackson, when he realized, he ordered before the charge, when he realized
the Cherokees were coming from behind.
Yep, the other forces coming from behind. So, bloody fighting, point blank. And
yes.
Sorapupa's here. Let me let you have that. Sorapupa's had some facts and figures on this. 557 warriors died on the battlefield, and an estimated 250 to 300 more drowned or were shot trying to cross the river. 49 Tennessee militiamen died, and another 154 were wounded, many mortally. Yes. I mean, we would kind of say this was just a small battle, but to those involved and the Creek Nation, the Muskogee, I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. If I am not, I apologize. This is major. This had impacts even to this day. So I mean, no battle, no skirmish. To somebody, it's a big deal. I guess I'm trying to say. Stop number 3.
And let's take a picture of this. Seeing these military parks and these battlefields, like I say, even though this would be considered something small or minor to a lot of people, it really puts into perspective a lot of what. Okay, this is where they tried to cross the river. I think if you want to turn, so I guess this so they can see the river.
That's right. That's right.
There, you guys. Well, let's back up just a little bit because I think there's a better view there. You kind of get a better view of the river there. So this is stop 3, and it's called Cherokee Crossing. The Red Sticks gathered in the horseshoe. The horseshoe, which is this creek bends and it looks like a horseshoe, hence the name Horseshoe Bend. And we're kind of like at the curve of it. So the Red Sticks gathered in the, quote, horseshoe, hoped the encircling river would protect them from Jackson's attack. But Jackson surrounded the bend with his allied warriors who, led by a Cherokee named Well, launched a surprise rear attack into Topeka village. The warriors crossed the river in canoes stolen from the creeks. Coffee said, quote, advanced into the village and very soon drove the enemy up from the bank of the river, unquote. To the barricade then under attack by Jackson's militia and regulars, Coffee also said that attempts to cross the river at all points of the bend were made by the enemy, but not one escaped. Very few reached the bank, and those were killed the very instant they landed. Very ironic that the Cherokee and those who helped Jackson win this battle and subsequently got him elected president through these did the what was it called? The Indian Removal Bill, which the same people who helped him, he then sent away from their lands. So you want to get that?
If you want to get that one,
Okay, so we'll be back in a moment. Yeah, it's very tragic and very ironic, the treatment. Of the Native Americans. I know that's not the proper word. There is another indigenous peoples. I'm not quite sure the correct terminology to use, so I do apologize if I am not using the correct term. I would.
chat. I'll explain what that sign is saying.
Okay.
You talked about crossing over there, correct?
Correct. That's what we just read about.
Okay. What this is talking. This sign is indicating this meadow over here. Over in this
Did
area.
you get a picture of the meadow?
Yeah, sent with it. Because if you see but basically, out from it is a meadow where the village would have been located, and they were hearing the gunfires. But basically, the American forces ended up coming over, capturing 350, mostly women and children, and 3 warriors. So. And it says it's a fix. So, because normally
You burn
things
everything down.
So that's where the civilians, the women and children.
Oh, so this, I wonder if this is this number 4 also.
it could be. So
we'll read this. Tehopica, meaning fort or fortification, was a temporary red stick village, begun several months before the battle. The warriors' families wintered here in log huts while the men built the barricade across the peninsula. The women and children stayed here during the battle. The Cherokees burned Tehopica during the assault on the Red Sticks position. After the fighting ended, 350 Red Stick women and children were taken prisoner. A short trail leads to the overlook shelter.
To the right, you can see the tip of the horseshoe.
Yes.
I mentioned earlier that's how it got its name.
Yes. It's, as I said, we look at this and it's so peaceful and beautiful now, just to realize that, you know, something horrible happened here. It's usually the way battlefields are. Before they're beautiful, then you have your horrible fighting, and then it comes back to a peaceful.
Robert E. Lee, it was quite a saying as well that we're not fun. I'm butchering the quote basically. It's brutal and basically it's good that we don't grow fond of it.
Okay, this is the village which we read about where they.
Yep.
So let's. Is it really good? I think you take a walk to the overlook. We don't have to walk to the.
Let me borrow your phone for a quick second.
Well, thank you for staying with us.
Yeah, I hope y'all have enjoyed this detour. It's, it's one of those things that you really don't get what you get with routes.
What do you mean?
I was like,
Get a little philosophical. Try not to get too political.
no, I'm not getting no.
No, I'm
No,
trying not to get, because I
absolutely.
have a lot of opinions which I am kind of keeping quiet about.
Yeah. The quote attributed to Robert E. Lee is, well, that war is so terrible, otherwise we should grow too fond of it.
Yes.
And that's what, like you said, there are different interpretations, different opinions, and was this really a war or what,
To the people that were here, it was
Yeah.
a battle. It was fighting. It was
Fighting for your life.
For your life.
Property, fighting for your survival.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got one more stop,
Right.
and it's at New Yakao Town and the aftermath.
Okay.
We'll wait till we get there. Atwood says hello. Hello,
Hey,
Atwood.
Good to see you.
This is Horseshoe Bend National Military Park. Oh, step back. Go backwards. Gotta take a picture of the sign. Yeah, man, messing up again. Whoops, I accidentally opened TikTok. I don't want to see TikTok.
Tic-tac. Why tic-tac?
I don't know. Okay. Okay. Wide shot. Probably get one outside. No, just drive up a little bit. So this is New Yakao Town and the aftermath. If you want to go behind, take a picture. Take a picture that way, and take a picture of that, and out as I read.
Yeah.
Okay, this is New Yakao Town. It's Newyaucau Town and the aftermath. This Upper Creek town across the river to the northeast was named for the 1790 Treaty of New York, guaranteeing Creek lands and perpetual friendship with the United States. Georgia militia under Major General David Adams burned it before the battle, and its people joined the other refugees in Tehoka. After the battle, the surrounding land and much of the East Alabama remained Creek. This area was not ceded to the United States under the Treaty of Fort Jackson, and Creek people continued to live here until the 1830s. Starting in 1836, the U.S. Army forcibly removed over 19,000 Creeks from Alabama.
I did the best I could to white text on that.
I know,
far.
we either see it or we
All
don't.
right, but I think I got them. Thank you everybody that's still here with us.
Yes, let's get,
Appreciate y'all being here. And I think we've done the drive.
yes.
But here, the battle of Horseshoe Bend, or the Creek War, Andrew Jackson
Yes.
was the commanding general. It's a nice battlefield park in terms of preservation.
There was just a lot of
Just a sad place.
the Creek Nation. Tribal beliefs place the Creek's origin in American Southwest. They immigrated eastward, eventually occupying much of today's Alabama and Georgia. Their name derives from Ochi Creek Indians, after the branch of the Ocmulgee. Once again, I apologize. Ocmulgee River. The Creeks lived along when the British first encountered them. There's a lot of history on that. These pamphlets, if you ever go by parks, pick up their pamphlets. I'm not going to read it all to you, but it's just very, very interesting. They talk about the Creek War, just so much stuff. And if you go to the NPS website, they have a picture of the creek, the bend, and you can actually see why it's called Horseshoe Bend. If we go to the Overlook, I'll read about the Overlook, because they did say something about the Overlook.
We can get out there, then we'll camera up from there.
You can, yeah.
Oh,
Andrew Jackson's army arrived here about 10 a.m. on March 27, 1814. Brigadier General John Coffey's mounted infantry and Indian allies crossed the Tallapoosa about 3 miles downstream and encircled the horseshoe so the Red Sticks could not get help from other towns or escape by swimming the river. Jackson deployed his own militia and regulars across the field and placed the artillery on the hill to your right. So when you look at the overlook, you'll see it to the right.
yeah, we'll have to walk the camera up though.
Yes, you will. So you can see they kind of did a yellow line. So that's kind of neat. So all that we talked about, you will see on this overlook, apparently. So we'll let Dadman take the camera. I'll walk up behind you, but you can carry the camera.
All right, that's fine. That works.
Let's see who's. So we're going to go up this hill, hopefully.
Yeah, this is one of those battlefields. It's kind of like what I think with Andersonville. It's really hard to say a lot.
Be
and-
careful you don't flip the camera.
Yeah. You know, the being there, the history interprets itself. You know, war's never joyous, and you know, especially when there's a lot of tragedy and death. You know, I personally don't like taking selfies and pictures at memorials. You know, this is a battlefield. When you know what happened to the villagers and things like that, you're like, you know, having the respect for life and what happened makes it hard. But it is history. It is nice to be able to see where events happened, because it does keep the memory of what happened alive. missus. You can
I'm
do
whining. Ah,
it. We got.
I'm fine. I cannot see the chat because of the sun.
I got you. Yeah, we'll go and get up here. Won't be long. Then we'll hit the road and hopefully find a drive-through soon. Or maybe a Jack's or something. But yeah, hey. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Do you need me to?
No, just keep walking.
Okay, I'll keep half. Moa climbing from Snortopoopas Cuber. Yeah.
It's all uphill, guys.
Yeah, it's, hey, at least coming down is downhill.
Sometimes downhill is worse.
Well, you could push me and roll me downhill and film it.
Yes, it's no climbing.
Okay. The missus may stop part way. It is steep ground here, guys. Whew. It is definitely not Colorado. Colorado was hot at times, but it was, yeah, I hate to say dry heat, but it was not heavy. This, southern humidity is in full effect now. Roll up gently down the hill. Oh God, Snortopoopas. You come up with the best lines. Make sure you read what Snortopoopas just wrote. Oh, even I'm tired. And here's the overlook, the last stop. Manawa, the great warrior. Andrew Jackson. In the field before you, in 1814, a forest of pine, oak, and hickory, Jackson's troops prepared for battle. A half-mile stood behind a log barricade with the red sticks behind it waiting Jackson's advance. The barricade built by the red sticks sealed off the horseshoe bend in the Tallapoosa River, protected their village. Tohopeka, which included 350 women and children. Let's see if I can do it. Again, I'm having trouble seeing with the glare, but those white poles represent where the barricade was. So, and here's we saw earlier, that's where the barricade is. We are here. So, let's take a step back so you can see the position where we are, where the barricade with the white poles are. All right, and then here, Jackson's battle map. Let's see here on that side.
Made it, everybody.
She made it! Holy cow! Well, I will tell you, the view is worth it because you can see the barricade out in the distance. You can see where we are here. So, and let's see, the numbers on Jackson's battle map equate to different positions. So number 1, Coffey's cavalry was here. 2 is the Cherokee position up there. So that's a historical document from Jackson there. Hey,
I'm gonna try to get a picture real quick of this.
Okay, go ahead.
You gotta move a little bit.
I gotta move. All right.
Just, you can look that way.
Okay.
I just need to.
Everybody take a look at the terrain again. Then we gotta hit the road. But what a wonderful stop, guys. Thank y'all for being here with us. It truly was an unplanned special stop. One more unplanned stop on the way home. Really something to see.
Absolutely.
Yep. Alrighty.
Oh, now they go downhill. Yay!
Yay! I love Snore Poopus' little song.
Yes. Let me get back to chat. Let me see if anybody's put anything else in chat here.
Did you take still pictures of that? Did you get still pictures of the banner of the red?
Probably not. If
Do
you want
you-
me to run in and
Would
do
you
it?
like to get some,
No, I don't have to.
or do you think we'll pull it off the?
I think we're
I wouldn't mind getting that, just that one picture, but I can
of
run
the
in.
blanket.
Yeah. That or the village.
You want to get stills of both of those?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do you want it, or I can do it too? So,
It's up to you.
okay, whichever makes you more comfortable.
Right now, I'm just happy walking downhill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which sometimes can be just as bad as walking uphill if you have bad knees.
Well, there was one spot up there on at Rushmore. I got up on one of those high spots you said not to go on, and I like to not stop coming down.
Yeah, that was kind of scary.
I'm like, ooh, jeez.
He almost did do a rolling Dadman. I cannot see the chat because of the sun. When we get into some shade, I will read it.
Yeah, but hey. Get more terrain.
What I might do,
Uh-huh.
because I have to go to the bathroom,
Okay.
is let you just sit in the car
Okay.
and talk. So I'll take the phone and get that picture of the
Yep.
map and the blanket,
That works.
and take a little bathroom break.
All right, that sounds good to me. I'm good. We're in the middle. I don't have no. I know the town, but I don't know what's near us. So go ahead and do it while you can. Always talk to kids when you're in the middle
Even
of nowhere.
try going.
Yeah,
just
even try. Exactly. I think sometimes that number of people, the things depends on how many chats or talks you get in there.
It might have.
You know, it's kind of a weird number.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just happy that those that are here are
Yeah,
here.
I am absolutely thrilled. I mean, that y'all could really participate in a real detour. This, like somebody said earlier, Whoopa said, it's a detour from the detour.
Yes.
So, you know,
Got his
thank you
phone
for your
locked?
support. Let me give you the phone then, okay? We'll transition it now. I'll get the car unlocked and get the engine going. I'm going to run the AC on us for a little bit to cool
Okay.
the car off down, and then we can switch it back up there.
Okay. Airbag.
All right.
Trying to get this. There. That was worth going to the overlook. I will say.
I tell you, the whole park is worth the stop. I mean,
Did you have North by Northwest moment on Mount Rushmore at Dadman? Buddy asked. Almost.
they actually talked about that movie.
And we
in
well
something.
we have this program. It's called Guide Along, and you can buy.
Oh,
1 second. Hello.
Anne comes in.
Hello. Hey.
Yeah, we're trying to cool the car down. The efforts are to keep the phone cool
Oh.
while we're
Okay.
streaming.
We found
but,
a neat little military park
But we got to get cool
about
at
the
some
Creek
point.
War.
As long as that AC belt stays.
Okay. Okay. Just right here. I shall return.
All right. shall return. But thanks again. That's just me now. Stuck with me. But hey, welcome everybody. We'll see what happens from here on out. But hey, we got two of y'all here with us. I think I'm going to need to talk with this when she gets back. So, anyway, not sure. I am actually going to go ahead and end the stream now. I'm going to say goodbye. I want to check on something and get back on the road in a little bit, and we will keep y'all updated. But hey, thanks for coming through on this detour on the way home and this unplanned stop. Thank y'all. We'll catch you next time. We'll try to be again live a little bit later. Bye, y'all.